It's going.
It's already going.
So, let me tell you a little story.
What's up, Cam 2? How you living?
Let me tell you a little story about being a woman and not wanting.
Not a man named Jed.
Nope. About being a woman who doesn't want to have children. So say I'm 22, 23 years old, and I don't want to have children, ever.
Okay.
And I go to the gynecologist and I say, I want to get my tubes tied. I don't want to have children.
Okay.
The first question they're going to ask me is, are you married? What does your spouse think about this? You have to have at least one child before you can make this decision. You have to be 25. You have to have a medical reason. So if I know at 22 I never ever want to have children, I can't get it done. I can't stop have the procedure to stop from having children without the permission of a man.
Okay.
If you wanted to go in to get a vasectomy at age 22, so you didn't have any children, they're not going to say shit to you.
Yeah. I'm not saying I agree with this.
Snip, snip.
So don't act like it's just that easy, that we can just not have children. Because if you're on birth control...
Well, I mean, it kind of is.
No,
No,
because
I'm saying you can use other methods.
if you're on birth control, you think you're in control of your reproductive health.
Abstinence.
That's practical. How's that working for you, right-wing nut jobs? You think that you're in control of your reproductive health, but say you get a cold, say you take some medicine, say you forget one pill.
Say.
Oh, it's now you're in jeopardy of getting pregnant.
There are other forms of contraception. Yes.
Yeah,
Am I
but
right
you
in
can
saying
still get pregnant on every single one of them. Nothing is 100% except
Abstinence.
nothing is 100% except a hysterectomy.
The rhythm method.
The what?
Oh my God, the rhythm method does not work, folks. When you come back, you can explain the rhythm method to our soon-to-be 18-year-old.
The rhythm method. The hell? Not a method.
The pull-out method doesn't work either. That's not a thing that works. Alright, I googled. The rhythm method is where your previous menstrual cycles are tracked on a calendar, and this information is used to predict future ovulation dates. I've never known that. In the rhythm method and in the FAM, you abstain from sex during your most fertile days.
You had to look up the rhythm method.
I didn't know what it was.
I'm telling you, man, it's something that fell out of favor so long ago. We kind of don't.
Well, that's because now we know
Don't
that
use it
semen
anymore.
lives in a woman's body for up to 7 days, so it wouldn't work. If I'm fertile between the 1st and the 14th, and I have sex on the 14th,
On the beach?
the semen can live in my body for up to 7 days.
Not on the beach.
Isn't that a drink? Than a cocktail?
Yeah, but it's also an act.
Well, sure, but I thought you were referring to the cocktail.
No, I was referring to the act on the beach.
Okay.
I used it.
What?
I used it
What do you mean you used it?
to color correct the last video that is now exporting.
Really?
I used it.
So you're putting it there instead of pushing it against my face?
Yes.
Okay. I'm happy with that.
Because I saw in a couple of our videos, because we have regular windows here, and
Yes.
it'll get brighter and then it'll get dim with the clouds
Yes.
moving and all that goodness and badness, that I can go in and fix some of that difference between clip to clip.
You did actual color correction?
I do actual color correction on all our videos.
Oh, okay.
It's just, what am I correcting?
I
Sometimes
thought you
I'm
threw
just...
a LUT on there and then just called it.
No. See, I don't like using LUTs. And I watched a whole video about...
Corridor has their own LUT pack.
A lot of people do. On F-Stoppers, they did a very, very good, in-depth thing. Not just about LUTs, but why you should use a particular set of LUTs and how it saves you time.
Okay.
And because I want to go in and I want to, like if it's a photo, for example, because I think that's where I do it more, the most. I go in, I want to look at that photo and tweak each thing. Now, yes, I could go in, I could apply some preset to it, but then I'm going to have to do a little bit of manipulation to whatever that preset happens to be, because it's probably not going to be exactly what I want. But I don't tend to want to apply my own aesthetic to a photo. I am always more documentary than I am artsy. If you had a line that was artsy and documentary, I'd be way more. I want to show, and I do this every day in my photos. I want to show what I saw on the day.
Right.
I don't want to show what I think it should look like, what makes it look so much better. Like, that doesn't really interest me. So I tend to try to just really, I don't even want to bring out things necessarily. I just want it to be what I saw. And if I didn't capture it as well, maybe I'm a little overexposed or whatever, then I'm trying to fix those problems of my shortcomings.
Right.
But if you had 1,000 pictures and you had to sit down and you had to go through each one of them and change them, fix them in some way, shape, or form, you might want to take a LUT and throw it on there across all those at one time and then do small tweaks, and it takes you less time.
Right, because at that point it's either save time or make it somewhat interesting for myself while I'm sitting here.
Yeah, but you don't have to do anything. But like when we do these videos, we have a screen in front of us. It's right there. That screen is because my camera is super old and the mommy has to hook me up with the new camera one day. The camera is only outputting 480p video.
Sorry, that was funny.
All right, so we look really like colorful, like we're not flat. But what's being recorded is a very flattened video. If you look at the video of us, it looks super flat. And then I go in and
Do you match it to the phone's footage?
I get them. I get them a little close, but I don't match them on purpose because I want it to be seen that the phone is the phone and this is this. I watch videos where people are using multiple kinds of cameras, and you can tell they've color matched from one to the next to the next to the next. I don't find that as interesting as you're now seeing me through a cell phone. You're now seeing me through a C500. You're now seeing me through an EOS R. Right. I would, to me, it seems more interesting to see the difference.
Yeah.
And why did I go to that shot?
Yeah.
In that moment? Is it random? Sometimes it is. Or is it because that shot looked better at that moment, or maybe it's something
specific.
And there you go. It's very interesting. But the whole LUT thing is, it was an interesting video because what they did is this was on F-Stoppers. They did the guy that does not use the presets very often is sitting there, and he goes and does something to a photograph, changes it, makes it to be the best that he can make it, and then the other guy does the LUT and shows the difference in time it took. So the one guy sits there and he does all his stuff, and that was about 40 seconds or 1 minute or 5 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever it happened to be for that particular photo. And he comes in and he literally is like a third of the time or less. Yeah. That is where LUTs become useful, especially across lots of images. Everybody's got LUT packs and stuff like that for photo, for video. I tend not to want to use those. I didn't do my photo of the day. I've been exporting all morning. Since 5 o'clock this morning.
Did your thing render? You're clutching your teeth.
He's clutching his pearl.
It's that pearl. The single
pearl. It finished last night, and then I got it this morning, and I did my little chunks, and I'm still working on them. I think I'm on the 4th or 5th one now. It takes forever. Especially when your battery dies.
Yeah, did you look to see how much a new one is?
Anywhere from $60 to $120, depending on where it's bought. Anywhere in there. I think the last one I got, I have not found one place. I even did a search in Mexico. I got 0 results. Who gets 0 results on the Google? Raise your hand. Yeah. So, can you... I have a feeling that it has to do with MSI.
I bet you it does. So, where would it have to come from? The U.S.?
Well, see, that's the thing. It all comes from China. Every site, the battery comes from China. Remember, this model is a Chinese model of this computer.
Yep.
So it's all the batteries come from China, but like I'm on the U.S. site. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's why
And you've looked on the Amazon?
Yeah, I did.
And nothing.
Oh, Amazon Mexico? Nothing. Amazon US? Yes. No, I didn't get into the fine details to see if it ship to Mexico and all that for each one, because there's only like 2 on the Amazon. I didn't look because I was just trying to find, but I bookmarked them.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yes.
I have a thing on my list. One thing.
You got a list?
One.
Wow. I've got a list too.
One thing.
I have a list.
I even sent my list out to the people 2 days ago. 2 days ago? No. What day was that? Wednesday? I put the list that was complete on the Facebook. Did we get any responses?
I don't know.
You might want to take a look. Did anybody say
my one thing?
No, I want you to.
You put it in.
My one thing.
Oh, that's your one thing. You're
my
trying to be
one
funny.
Thing.
God, you're so transparent. That's another one done.
That's what that sound is?
Yes.
You put out in the traveling Farrs?
Yes. I believe.
Roll the intro.
You did not.
Is puberty just a thing that's happening for the first time now?
You did not get any comments.
Nobody said anything? Well, then we'll talk about it now.
Also, bologna is just hot dogs for people who like pancakes.
Bologna? You know the bologna is delicious when you take it and you put it on that hot frying pan and you just let it bubble up. And then you just wait, and then you flip it over and it bubbles the other direction, and you take it and you put it on your sandwich with your mayonnaise.
That sounds like a hot garbage can full of vomit.
Dude, do you know how many people have eaten that?
Do you know how many mouths were watering just now as he was eating it?
Are you kidding me?
And they didn't put the mayonnaise. If they were little, they put the ketchup.
or the cheese,
Or both.
or the egg, and the cheese, and the...
Never had bologna.
Man.
You've never had bologna.
Man.
Gross.
It's not gross.
Oh, but it sounds disgusting.
No, it's like a hot dog in a sheet. Like it's a sheet of hot dog. So it's got all the same stuff. Chicken, beef, pork.
That's what the statement is.
Yeah, I know, but it's chicken, beef, pork. All the bits nobody wants to eat, all ground up nice and tight, and it's better than pink sludge.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
because pink sludge is like mostly chemical.
Well, to be fair, that
You wanna be
mixture of bologna and hot dog is the same
Yeah, it's the same.
mixture, but it's like cement gray before they cook it.
Why does that matter? You don't see that.
That's just all
It's
the
not-
things put together.
It's not better than pink sludge.
Oh, I think it's better than pink sludge.
You have a list, don't you?
I do. I actually have.
She didn't preview her list. I only previewed my list.
I actually have a list and a question of the week.
Oh God, a Q of the W.
And another new development that we'll get to at the end.
TP. Are you with me?
I ordered toilet paper 4 times before we got 1 pack.
TP. This is your
And it wasn't
life
like-
hack right here.
It wasn't like I was ordering copious amounts. I ordered 1 or 2 packs.
Do you have something coming?
No, but the gas guy might be coming. Sorry. And I hear knocking.
And Karen is gonna knock something over now.
That's probably it.
No, it's not. We don't want to knock things
It's
over.
like watching a spy go through the
Why are
laser
you
grid.
walking through the corner?
Because I can't see the thing without moving the stuff.
You know there's another. Really? Here we go. Oh boy, pull up your pants.
I
Come
know
on
my
now.
pants are falling down. I've lost, what did I say? 11 kilos since January, so now my pants are starting to show.
You lost your mind and now your pants falling down.
Yeah.
All
that's
right.
Exactly it.
Okay, lists.
Who has the shortest list?
I currently have 6 things on my list.
You?
I don't know why that matters. Because your mother will have one thing on her list that
I have 8 and a question
takes
of a week.
a 30-minute talk.
Hit it.
What are you moderating?
Yeah.
Man,
I don't
please.
got anything to say.
The bullshit that I say.
That means you have to keep track of who went last, and you can't zone out and go to sleep.
I won't.
Or potato jet.
No potato
No,
jetting.
but that means he's listening. So then that would
Does
be
it mean
more
he's
effective.
listening? Because
Yes.
he's just in a
No,
daze.
no,
That's
he's
what it
not in a
means.
daze.
He's
He's
just
actually
not
listening,
talking.
but he didn't, at the time, didn't have the ability to look interesting or interested.
So he would
But he
just
was listening.
He would just look directly into the camera.
Right. Like with the crazy
Instead
fake
of-
smile thing.
Instead of person is talking, let me look at the person. He would look directly into the camera, not knowing what to do. Yeah.
Stop it. It's creepy. Don't
smile
do
and
it.
nod.
Stop it.
Okay. I have one piece of terrible news. Kenny Rogers dead at 81.
Is it terrible news? I mean, he died, yes, it's
Okay.
sad.
You don't
But he
want-
was
well-
81. Gotta know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk
Gambler,
away,
man.
know when to run.
Gambler.
You never count your money while you're sitting at the table.
You're saying things and it
No,
means
no,
nothing.
that's
That
the
is
same
the-
song.
It's the
Okay,
song.
but
The Gambler. He's a singer,
Okay,
actor
thank you.
too, right?
Yep, and an old country singer, and there's a Kenny Rogers chicken.
Yes, but the country part. You know, he never really felt all that country to me.
He did a song with Dolly Parton.
No. He did lots of songs with Dolly Parton.
but
But it seems, I don't know, he was more like, he wasn't Michael McDonald, but he was more like Michael McDonald. He wasn't super soulful, but he wasn't super country either.
I don't know. He's in my book. He's country.
I mean,
But I grew up in the country.
But look, he is country.
Yeah.
Commodores were country sometimes too, though. So, I mean, I don't know. Something about his sound, his delivery, he didn't feel twangy country. He felt like he was giving us stories. He was giving us that perspective, but he never really felt all that country. Like, I could listen to Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
I couldn't listen to country.
Yeah. Just like
No.
Eddie Rabbit. I can listen to Eddie Rabbit, but I can't listen
Isn't
to
the
country.
song the song that's in Bodyguard that Whitney sings, the big song, isn't that Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers?
I Will Always Love You?
The original. The one that they're laughing about when they're in the
pool hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
No.
one that you
Who's
said the
singing
original
that?
is always better. That song. I know what you're talking about.
Dolly sings
So I thought
it.
that was a duet, but I might be wrong.
Dolly sang it.
Yes, I know. I think she's in it, but I could not remember if it was a duet or not.
No.
It was
It
just,
says it's Dolly Parton's song.
just Dolly Parton. But they did do some things together. So, got that message this morning and woke up to that this morning.
I don't know that it's terrible. It's sad, yes, but he was 81. It's not like he was.
I don't think anybody
newborn
in his
baby.
family is walking around going, woo-hoo, we're happy.
I
now."
didn't say it was a happy occasion.
So, I mean,
it's
yes,
not.
it's not
Is
a-
it terrible?
Is
Or
it-
is it just sad?
What? I didn't say
They're
that.
not-
Wait,
they're
did
not
I say it
equal.
was terrible?
You did.
Terrible news.
Twice.
You said.
Well, I think in the talking about deaths of famous people,
But is
nobody
it-
wants them to be
Okay,
dead.
nobody wants them to be dead. But is it terrible when an old man dies?
Okay, but see, we're now you're equating old man with famous old man, and yeah, it can be. I mean,
Famous people are supposed to live forever.
well, you want them to because you want the art to continue as
Right.
well.
That's how every fan feels. God, that's how every fan feels. You're not supposed to die. You're too important. In my life.
Yeah, you want, and I think most
Your
people
impact
that is kind of what they want. They want the party to keep going.
Yeah.
They don't want it to end. Our camera is struggling this morning.
What?
Heat.
It's
Heat.
54 right now?
Oh
Or
God,
64?
no.
That's
That's
64.
64 Celsius.
Okay, I can't see very far.
What is
We all-
64 Celsius?
I thought it said 54.
What is 64 Celsius? This is our problem with this camera ever since Magic Lantern had gotten put on this camera.
147 degrees Fahrenheit.
Exactly. We cook the camera every time we make a podcast.
Heat up so fast.
It's what it does. It does it every week. So, hopefully, it's not going to be bad.
Alright,
It
Mommy.
won't stop. If it does, Camp 2, do your thing. If you want to follow the Traveling Farrs, you can find us on the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, and the Google Podcast. Wasn't there something else? Wasn't something supposed to get added to that list?
Yeah, your new
Everything I just said.
podcast.
No, something else. I thought, maybe not. I thought there was another place. You know, where you get your podcast.
Wherever fine podcasts are sold.
Or given away for free. The Traveling Farrs, if you like the Instagram or the Twitters. Traveling Farrs, if you like the email, travelingfars@gmail.com. And the blog space, thetravelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry. Lots of stuff going up. Trying to do at least one part of a show per day. Usually around 10 a.m. So keep a lookout for that. Play it for your kids. No, actually don't play us for your kids.
Yeah,
Trust me, you don't want to do that. They're going to have questions about shit.
Yeah.
But there is the funny. The funny is definitely in there somewhere because, boy,
We're
you
definitely.
never know what I might find to put into one of our videos because
Right.
we just did this one. I don't know what's going in here until I sit down over at the desk. And then it becomes, oh boy,
Yep.
there is some funny going on. Like Shaq's haircut from last week.
The week before. Loves all women.
I love all women.
You laughed at that so
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
For
boy.
several hours that one.
Telling you, man. Just you never know. All I can say is you never know. Just keep watching, man. Just keep watching.
Yeah.
Just tell it what's going to happen. Right? The all women.
The hands.
Say goodbye to the people, man. Say goodbye to the people.